Well, beetles are feasting on pine trees that died from the drought last summer.
Yeah, and now those trees are becoming a danger. News 2's Joe Collins here with what you can do to get rid of the hungry insects.
Sylvia and Michael, the source of the trouble is a bark beetle called the Ips engraver, and it has a healthy appetite. With strong weather like tornadoes and hurricanes possible, falling tree limbs are always a worry in Louisiana. Now weather may not even need to be bad for these trees to fall down. Last year's drought was the consequence of one of the hottest and drier summers on record. This caused a lot of pine trees to be affected by the drought. The Ips engraver has been targeting these trees.
They're in a lot higher numbers right now. They were feeding off a lot of the trees that died in the woods, and they're starting to be so prevalent that, you're seeing them pop up in like residential areas on ornamental trees in the landscape.
The Louisiana nursery says a good way to tell if your tree is dead and possibly has these beetles is to look at the color of the tree needles.
Well, right now the telltale sign would be brown needles, and that's kind of unfortunately a sign that the infestation has been too far gone, and you should be looking at ways to remove that tree.
If the pine needles are still green, buying some insecticide is a good way to deal with the beetles.
So right now, the chemicals that you'll see the most often are bifenthrin. That is effective at killing the beetles. Is it effective once the infestation has happened? No. That's why I suggest looking into options for removing the tree or trimming the branches.
Another way you can tell if you have an Ips engraver infestation is to check for any patterns that look like this. The tree has a sort of H shape carved into it. State officials have said they know of at least 2 cases this year of dead pine trees falling and killing people. Sylvia?